Hey, welcome back to Daily Flash. I'm Mitch English. All right, I'm just going to throw out some stats here for you. All right, he's got a song that is currently number 19 overall on the iTunes music charts, peaking at number 4 on those iTunes pop charts. His album is number 33 overall on iTunes charts, peaking at 18. He's already getting 40,000 streams a day on Spotify, and he's with us today on Daily Flash. It's Louyah. Take a listen.
I used to care, but now I don't. When you felt free, I felt all alone. When you're away, I gotta let you know. It's always our days that I've been feeling old. You don't want me now, but you don't want me to go. I never thought it needed to be so hard to say hello.
That is I Used to Care. Welcome to the show. It's Louyah. Hey, bud, how are you?
Good. How you doing?
Fantastic. Now, that's not your latest hit as well. You got plenty more, and we're going to talk about some of those. But before we get into all of that, I love your story because you apparently have the best friends in the world, okay? So you're in a car, and a friend secretly got your song on the radio. Take it from that point.
So they were like, "Yo, we want to take you on a ride. We have a surprise for you, but we're not going to tell you what it is."
Okay.
We spent driving around for 30 minutes, and we're listening to the radio. And usually we just throw on Spotify or throw on Apple Music. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, I don't know where we're going. Finally, they're just like, the radio pops on, and I hear my name, and that's when I sprung up, and I was like, oh my God, like you guys put my song on the radio. And then I don't know, it was like one of those days where you're just tired, and you're like, all right, my friend's got a surprise, let's go see what it is. And like, I had no idea what they were gonna do, how they were gonna do it, but that's how they did it. So.
Well, you were smart enough to put it on TikTok so everybody could see the moment. We can actually watch in your eyes. 8 million views later and counting, you've already established yourself. Here's that moment he just spoke of, that when he hears his song on the radio for the first time. Check this out, everyone.
He's been living in Keensburg. His goes by the name Louyah, Louyah, from his new album 6 Feet. This is an incredibly catchy tune.
No, you did
I Used
not.
to Care on 90.5 tonight.
You guys got me on
radio for
I used to care.
There we go. I used to care. You care a lot now. You could just see it in your eyes, Louyah. It's so neat there. And everyone's saying this was the moment that just kind of started your career because so many people saw this and they're so excited for you as well. Tell us a little bit about yourself. We see you're from South New Jersey, but you've really expanded out from that, right?
Yeah. I moved to New Jersey when I was like 14, and we originally was in Middletown for a little bit, then moved over to Keensburg. I also was in California too, but
Yeah.
every time that I end up moving away, we always end up back in New Jersey. So I
Okay.
guess New Jersey is my heart.
And you were in several bands before you kind of broke out on your own, and your influences, it sounds like, just listening to music, a lot of pop is in there, but rock, but also R&B elements and even a little bit of rap music. How do you put that all into one feeling of a song that you put out?
I think the best way to incorporate anything for myself with music is just taking my feelings and being able to put them out in the open.
Uh-huh.
I think publicly talking about how you feel and not just fabricating your emotions and making them real really gives you a great song to write.
You know, we hear a lot about artists where, they back in the day, you had to get it on the radio like we saw there, but social media obviously has a lot. You did really well just last week on TikTok. Was it number 3 or number 2 with your latest song? Tell us about that.
Yeah. So I guess TikTok, Facebook, and a bunch of other, like for another song I had, they took my songs and made wedding videos to it, and then it just started to make a trend about it. And then I was on number 2 on global charts, number 2 on Spotify viral charts, number 2, I think even on Apple Music. It was honestly insane. I didn't even know what to expect. I'm like, wow, everybody's like having their first dance to my song now.
How does that feel when you hear about that, where that is such a big moment in people's lives, and you're a part of it?
I think it feels just as great as making the song, because
Yeah.
the intentions behind it were all love, and now people are reciprocating it through love and through marriage. So I'm like, okay, this is exactly what I wanted it to do. So yes, people that are in love are listening to a love song.
That's great to feel. And is there some personal stories behind a lot of that, or is it? I know that you actually do a lot of personal things. Where you wrote a song about your brother's depression, and it was important for you to be able to express that. Is that where you find a lot of where your material are, much like other artists would do?
I mean, like again, a lot of the stuff can come from the collective of people that are around me.
Okay.
Maybe emotions that are being told to me, some of my own personal emotions, and I think as a group, you put everything together and you kind of get the beautiful like medley of things that just make sense. But I mean, personal's personal.
Yeah.
If you read it, you could take it one way, and if I sing it, I can mean it another way. You know?
That means a whole lot for sure for both everybody that is involved in it. Okay, so how has your life changed from that moment before the video we saw with you in the car into now? Do you feel like it's a whirlwind? Where are you now?
I absolutely, some days feels like a whirlwind because I'm constantly creating content more than I ever was.
Yeah.
It honestly was more music. So we were making more music, putting out as much as we can, and less content because you had to make more songs. And now it's like, okay, we have all the songs. We got to make more content now. So content has been one of the biggest stuff that I've been pushing.
Well, you know, we want to have you back, and don't forget us here on Daily Flash, all right? And we want people to check you out as well. You can check him out on social media. He's on all of them too, folks. So just look for Louyah, spelled Louyah, and he's going to be playing in the Foundry in Philly on August 27th. Thank you so much for joining us, Louyah. And again, you better come back. We love you, all right? More Flash after this.